Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Sylvia and my channel's all about art and craft. Now today I thought I'd share with you one of the ALTENEW magazines that I actually got. This one is volume 1 and it gives you an 18-piece layering stamp set, 6-in-1 stencil and 3 die sets plus 32-page paperback with 16 designs, and I'll show you some of the designs, and they were actually kind of a little bit on the smart side and they actually put them inside the magazine. See, there's a whole heap of different ones. Now what I'm actually going to do is I will end up scanning these into my computer so that I can print it onto some cardstock, so you know I'll be able to use it at all times. Like, I'll never run out because all I have to do is just print another one out. And on top of that, hang on, let me find it. These ones here, like, you know, you could use your die. Oh, I'll just grab it. Use your die, put it over the top and cut it out, and you could use the ones that are here. So you know, it's kind of a cool thing really. But yeah, I thought I'll share that with you. And we're going to be using the stencil plus the layering stamps. We won't be using the paperback because I haven't scanned them yet, so I'll sort of come up with sort of an idea, so we'll just see how we go with it. Anyhow, so what I've done, oops, let me just grab it. I've got a piece of white cardstock here which I've cut down. It's basically an A4 size cut into 4 pieces, so you've got 4 even pieces, and I use that for what we're going to be doing right now. Now there was one thing I actually forgot to pull out, and I'm going to grab it. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to use the Tattered Rose Distress Oxide. Now you can use the Distress Oxide or the Distress ink or any other ink that you've got, but you basically want it sort of this pretty colour. And what did I just do that for? Oh dear. Alrighty, so what we're going to do is just very lightly, unevenly as well. I don't want it 100% even. I'm just going to spread some of that on. And I've actually been sort of playing around with it, so having a bit of fun. Now if you would have noticed, I've just gone straight onto the paper because, as I say, I just sort of want it a little bit sort of blodgy. So alright, so we're going to remove that. Now what I'm actually going to do is give that a quick wipe over. Gee, I'm organised, aren't I? And I thought I organised myself too. My goodness. I'm definitely out of practice. Who can agree with me here? Yeah. Anyway, not to worry. And we've got to make sure this area's dry, like so. Alright, now I'm going to just throw this on randomly, just like that, and I'm going to use the peel paint, and I'm doing it again. I must be thinking I'm going to be doing the stamping because yeah, that's what I've been doing while I've been doing the stamping. Because of the fact that I leave these in there, that way, you know, I can't get them mixed up with any other ones or anything like that. So, alright, so we're going to put some of that on. Like so. Pull that off. Move that over. Give this a quick wipe and quick dry. And I'm just doing it roughly. I'm not being very particular because I just want to get it done quickly so I don't hold you guys up too much. Unlike the other video that didn't make it, because this is actually my second attempt and this time I'm doing it differently to the first one. I'll show you the first one in a minute, but towards the end, but yeah, I decided, yeah, nah, we'll just redo this differently. So this time, ooh, la 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 la, da 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 da. I think I'll just kind of do it like that. That'll do. Good enough. Okay, this time we're going to use the forest moss. And I did it again. See? I've gotten too much used to stamping rather than stenciling. Anyway, all right. Okay, so I got that done. And look at that, we created our own backing paper, just like that. Now I'll just move this out of the way. I really don't want to waste time having to clean it again. Oh, come on, pick that up. Clean up this area. And there's a reason I'm cleaning it up, because I'm going to move it out of the way. But yeah, I love this glass palette. And if you haven't seen any of my other videos, this palette is actually the glass shelf out of a fridge, which I just painted on the back. And tell you what, it gets used and abused. I use it if I do gluing, painting, stenciling, inking. Yeah, I use it for everything. Alright, so I'm going to grab my little magic tool. Now I thought I had this clean, but apparently not. But then again, I think it's, check it out. There's a stain right there and it looked like it was on there. Loves to confuse me. Okay, now what we're going to do is create these flowers. Okay, now I did do a little test, and actually I'm going to show you the card now. I did one earlier. As I say, it was going to be one of my tutorials, but yeah, it took way too long. And I created this, you know, I used that same background, similar anyway. And now, as you can see on this one, I used white cardstock. So you end up getting the white outline quite a bit. Where this time, I decided I was going to use some coloured cardstock, and this is sort of like a light pink peachy sort of a colour, so that I don't get that that white border, etc. So, you know, just to make them a little bit more subtle. And what I do is I'll put the piece in the center here and put my magnets on, make sure it doesn't run away on me. Now I'm gonna roll up my sleeves, so let's do this. Okay, now it does have an outline one here, and I tell you what, I'll put this into this tutorial just so that you can see what effect you would get if you were to do it. So, and I had no trouble when it came to, actually no, sorry, I'm thinking out loud. I've got a bad habit of doing that. If you were going to use the outline as and to emboss with, what you would have to do is cut these out first, okay, and you would then, hang on, I'll show you on the leaf ones because I've already pre-cut these, okay. So what you would do is grab the paper that with your image on it, like so, and what you would do is sit it into the spot. Okay, now this one I actually got the wrong way. There you go. No, I did have it the right way, but the paper did bend on me because I've been fiddling around here and stuff. But basically what you would want to do is lay it down like that, and then do your stamping and put your outline on, and then hold it with a pair of tweezers and, you know, heat emboss it. So just to sort of give you an idea, like as it, oh, this one's no good either, hang on, and I already muddled this one up. See, I'm doing really well. But yeah, as you can see, you've sort of got the, basically like your little template. And if you've got like sticky sheet, like temporary sticky sheet, it would be even better because you can stick it all on there, and then you can just, you know, take it out, do your next one, etc. And the one person to watch is Jennifer McGuire. She will show you how to do things like that as well, because she does it all the time. And quite frankly, it is a good way of doing it. I still have to get one of those sheets and cut it to fit my little stamping tool, so that, you know, it's easier for me to do as well. So, because at the moment all I've got is the rubber mat. So, but anyhow, so what you want to do is start off with the main piece, which basically inks majority of it. Okay, so we're just going to place that right about there. Okay, and I'm going to start off with the Tattered Rose. And we'll grab that. Yeah, let's see if it'll ink up properly for me this time. Although if it doesn't do it 100%, that's okay, because we've already got sort of a similar colour as our background. So this one is actually a little bit lighter than the paper, so it works pretty well. Like you can sort of see, hang on, I'll bring it up a little bit. As you can see, it just gives you that subtle tint. At least that way we know where we're going. Because next we're going to have to grab the next piece. And I think I might do it slightly different this time because I'm curious to see what it'll look like. No, I'll follow the right instructions. I'll be a good girl. So next we got to grab this one here. Okay. And now we've got to try and line it up. Which can be a little bit tricky because you can't really see all that well. So, but let's just see what happens. All right. Now, throw things away. Just meant to put that one away. Okay, so next I'm actually going to grab the abandoned coral and we'll ink this one up. And this one is actually beating up on me a bit. I don't think I've prepared it properly, but never mind. Now, as you can see, I'm only doing the one where before I did two, and all I did was once I've stamped it the first time, I would just turn the whole thing around and then stamp sort of over here as well. So saves me from having to move my stamp. There we go. Got that. And then we'll go with the next colour. Now with this one I only did 3 colours. However, I will work out another colour that we can use to do a 4th one. So we'll grab the next one, which is this one here. We'll do that one next. And again, try and line them up. Like so. And of course I can't really see. Only way I'm going to see if I've got it lined up properly is if I'm actually over the top of it, and I don't want to stick my head in the way. So I think of a 4th colour. Now we'll stick with 3. I mean 4 is probably better, but I'm just going to go with 3. So because I don't want to mix up the colours too much. Alright, so we're going to put this one on. Like so. Clean that up. And then we'll do the middle bit. I've got a habit of whistling at the moment. My apologies. Okay. So I'll grab this full one. Unfortunately, it doesn't actually give you the instructions which way to use these ones, so I'm just going to do it my way. It's always a cool way of doing things. Do things your way. Okay, for that, I've got some Versacolor 34 Orchid. This one is a nice bright yellow. And that's why I wanted it, because I didn't have a super bright yellow. I only had the mustard seed in the Distress Oxide, and I sort of went, not bright enough. I really, really want it to have that stand out, which it's doing now. Beautiful. Like so. Back, and then I'll grab the next one to go over the top of it. But as I say, we're going to end up having a little bit of a play with it. I won't be cutting this one out, so it'll be fine. All right. Now on this one I'm using the spiced marmalade. So I've got that. Now what I might do is quickly go and grab my embossing ink and my embossing powder, etc., and so that I can show you what it'll look like with like gold around it. It just, yeah, you're going to love it. So just give me 1 second. Okay, so I quickly dried it and I used my little static pouch, so it's all prepared. And what I'm going to do is grab this outline and we'll stick that on here. Like so. Hopefully I've got it in the right spot. And I say, I'm doing the guessing game here. And what I've done is I've grabbed my super fine detail gold embossing powder. This one's done by Rangers. And yeah, I'm just using that. Alright, so really ink this up. I want it nice and juicy. Now you can do the same thing to the leaves as well. But it's basically entirely up to you. Alright, now let's have a look. Did I get it properly? Yeah, we'll give it one more go. Because I just want to make sure that, you know, I get all the areas nicely inked up. There we go. Alright, and then we'll move this out of the way. Like so. Grab our embossing powder. Sprinkle some. Tap, 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 tap. Excuse me. I haven't got a paintbrush around at the moment, so that's all right. So we'll just move this out of the way. Hopefully if I move it as far away as possible without spilling it. Because I've got this habit. Bad habit. It's called spill. So we'll just make sure we won't do that. Alright. And there you have it. Now, yeah, you know, there's a little bit here, a little bit there. But you know what? If you actually have a look at it properly, I don't know if you can see, like, there's a little bit of gold powder still there, so it must have been still a bit wet. But it kind of gives it a pretty cool look. So, but yeah, just imagine that being cut out. So, yeah, it gives it that sort of a classy look. Alright, so what we're going to do now that we've done all that, we are going to create our card. So I've already cut a card to size. Now, I'm one of those people, and I'm going to do it on the dirty side, that I don't work out measurements for my cards. Basically, whatever I want to put onto my card, I'll put it onto my card. Like, you know, I worked out, okay, I want this and I want X amount border. Right, okay, cut the paper to size, put my scoring line in, and all in the meantime, I've got that sitting on top. Now, normally I would actually have it already glued down, which of course I didn't do because of doing the video, but I used the same principle, and then I just folded the card and then cut the excess off. And then I end up having fun trying to find a envelope that'll fit it. So it's just the way I work, you know. Because sometimes I actually like bigger cards as well, you know. So now all I'm doing is just putting some sticky glue on. Da, 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 da. That'll do. Alright. And actually I'll put it down like that. Now the reason I actually like using the liquid glue is because I get to move it around so I can get it in the right spot. Trust my husband. He knows I'm doing a video, so he's got to make noise out there. Now I know he's going to be watching this video, so you're in big trouble, buddy. Big trouble. That dog house of yours is getting bigger. Yes, we have a bit of a sense of humour, and yeah. Anyway, let's just move right along. So what I'm going to do now with these leaves, I've done the same thing, like, because I didn't want white as a background, I used green cardstock. Okay, and I just basically the colours that I used on that is hickory smoke for the outline, the lighter green is the peel paint, and the darker green is the forest moss. So just so that you guys know, those were the colours that I used. And I'm thinking maybe, just maybe, let's put one there and the other one, no, I don't want it looking the same. The other one like that. I reckon that'll be pretty cool. Or maybe put them like that. That's better. Okay. Now that I worked out which way I want to do it. Beautiful. Now, I'm not going to put glue on every single part here. All I'm going to do is put some glue down here. And then stick that on here. Because I actually want that to stay loose. Okay. Now, again, it's entirely up to you. But it just sort of gives it a little bit more dimension. So that's just how I sort of look at it. Now, because we're going to put these two together, like that. See how I'm holding it? So I'm just going to put a bit of glue on the back there. Stick those two together because that's what we want, and remove any glue that's coming to the front. Okay, and then I'm just going to put glue along here and along here, and that's it. And then we can put that on there like so. And I've already created my little sentiment tag, and I actually used pearlized cardstock as a background, and I didn't want it to stand out way too much, hence why I use sort of a cream colour pearlized cardstock. Originally I was thinking about just using black cardstock, and I sort of went, no, that's going to be too much, so we'll just leave it at that. I'm going to put that just down here like so. Okay, and what I'm going to do, just to finish it off, there's going to be a couple of things I'm going to do. Which one am I going to do it? I'll leave that for a second. I've got some gold micro beads here because I just decided on it. Okay, what I'm going to do is just put a little dab of glue here and there. Just like that. Okay. And I'm going to hold it this way. And with a spoon, I'm just going to put some of that over the top. There we go. Just for something different. No, sometimes it's good to be different. So, and I also have a Wink of Stella brush pen. So we're going to put a little bit of sparkle here and there. Alright. And I'm literally just flicking it on. And my brush strokes are literally going from the edge in. And then I'm going to put a little bit on the leaves. I might actually put a little bit here and there in the background as well, just so that it sort of, you know, fits in with the rest. So there you have it. One very pretty card. So, and it, you know, easy to put still into an envelope as well. So, but there you have it. That's our tutorial for today. Now, be sure to give us a thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel and you haven't already done so, be sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell notification so you get notified of when the videos go up. And also, don't forget, soon we hit 100 subscribers, we're going to start having our very first giveaway. So be sure to share it with friends, family, on social media, wherever you can, so that we can, you know, get to 100 subscribers so we can have our very first giveaway. Anyhow, I will catch you guys in the next video. Until then, I hope you have an awesome weekend and an awesome week. Bye for now.